starting at one forward from Alabama, number 33, Alonzo G. He's starting at the other forward from the University of Louisville, number 24, Samardo Samuel. The man in the middle from North Carolina State, number 21, J.J. Hickson. He started at one guard from Bradley University, number 18, Anthony Parker. And he started at the lead guard from Nevada Reno, number 3, Ramon Sessions. Your Cavaliers are led by head coach Byron Scott.
So the Cavaliers will get their first look at Semi Urden coming off the bench here tonight as the Cavs get healthier and healthier. No Daniel Boobie Gibson here tonight as they want to get one more practice day out of him and let that quad rest up a little bit more. Byron Scott facing the team for which he coached for 5+ years, of course. Always an emotional matchup when he goes against Chris Paul because those two guys remain close. But here tonight, for sure, they are foes. And who better than Byron to try to devise a game plan to stop these guys? Quincy Pondexter, the rookie up front for Ariza. David West as well, along with Emeka Okafor, and the backcourt. Chris Paul, the 4-time All-Star, against Marco Bellinelli, who really hurt the Cavs last time these two teams hooked up with the 3-ball. And there's the youngest head coach in the NBA, another Notre Damer. There are aplenty in the building here tonight, 3 of them that I know of, as Monty Williams doing a good job as he's got his team in the number 7 position right now in the Western Conference, and they've been defensive-minded all season long. Let's check our Austin Carfax because Moondog's getting impatient.
You're right. The first thing they have to do is use defense to run. The Cavs have to establish some defensive end of the floor tonight early. Get the crowd involved. The last couple of games, the fast break points have been down, Fred. They have to look to get to the 100-point mark. The Hornets are only 2-18 when their opponent scores 100+ points. Keep the ball moving. Against the Knicks, they had 25 assists. When they get a lot of people involved, it keeps the defense on their heels. The Cavs have 7 players in double figures. They have to continue to build their confidence by moving the basketball, get more people involved, better chance to win tonight. And last but not least, the bench has to continue to support. They had a great effort against the Knicks. They did a super job. They had 53 points off the bench. They must keep the pressure on the starters when they come in the ball game to keep the momentum going in the right direction.
Chris Paul, one of the best in the business, of course, distributing the basketball, fastest to 4K assists in that pretty heady company, boy, of the guys the fastest to get there, including the former Cavalier, Kevin Johnson. As the Hornets, you see, wearing their tribute to Mardi Gras uniforms and to the New Orleans heritage. So don't adjust your sets. Don't even try because you may short-circuit things. Purple in the front, green in the back.
Well, they had to be careful with Bellinelli because he's been playing well lately. He's in the starting lineup. He hurt the Cavs last time the Cavaliers played him from the 3-point line.
Yeah, he knocked down 3 of 4 in that ball game, route to 20 points. As Okafor wins the tap, and the New Orleans Hornets will begin the 4th quarter of play with the ball as well as they started here tonight. We come to you in HD, brought to you by H.H. Gregg, and welcome you as always here on Fox Sports Ohio. Here comes Bellinelli matched up with Anthony Parker. Paul stopped on a dime because of Hickson's help out. That's Pondexter. Rebound off the hands of Okafor.
It is going to be key to keep Paul out of the middle. You can't let him have too much dribble penetration. This team leads the league in less points off the turnovers, and that's because they get a lot of dribble penetration, so the turnovers don't hurt them as much.
Yes, on their first offensive set. Parker swings it to Alonzo G. Cut off by Pondexter, a 4-year player in college. Samardo almost walked, rolled it up, no. The rebound tipped out of there, and the Cavaliers going to keep it.
Samardo got inside, using that left side, man. I love to see his development. He's using that left hand now. Now scouting reports will try to keep him out of that middle from that side of the lane.
Reset shot clock, of course. Hickson called for it. against West here tonight. Samardo Samuels jumps and hits.
And see, now that's a part you can see Okafor was not coming out there. He's going to let him have that shot. In the scouting report, they let him have that shot. I told him, you get comfortable with that shot, you're going to get a lot of teams to change their scouting report.
Bellinelli catch and shoot, no. Rebound to G. Don't forget, in high school, Samardo was a very good face-up jump shooter. He's always had that in his arsenal. On the strong back down, Okafor with strength, though, kept him at bay and forced a turnover. That's a heck of a defensive effort by Okafor. He's always been very good as a low post defender.
Yeah, see, he pushed Samardo and got him off balance that time.
Chris Ball thought about that bounce pass inside. That's Bellinelli. Missed a 3-ball. Rebound to Sessions. Ready-made break for the Cavs. 5-on-4. Ramon to the hole, short though. Rebound off the leg of West, I believe, and it is Cavalier possession.
And the Cavaliers are getting good penetration in the transition game. And that's going to be key, is to make sure you get down the floor and attack that basket early.
Lonzo G making his third straight start at the small forward spot on the inbound. Parker, see what he's got here. Comes up shy and left. And the ball goes out of bounds to New Orleans. They're coming off a win against Memphis the other night on the road. This is the end of a 5-game road trip for them. They lost the first 3. David West really murdered the Cavs last time out, and he scores on the little move in the lane.
Yeah, he got a strong shoulder into the lane. Those are tough shots to stop anybody in this league if you let them get that strong shoulder into the lane.
Sessions threw a double team. Parker took a peek at the shot clock. It shows 6. Alonzo G. Nowhere to go. Walsh is inside. Tough shot. Roll to the hole.
My goodness. He found a way to get to the basket that time. He had to almost take one step to the left, one step to the right. Easy layup.
That's Okafor to the hole from Chris Paul. So Emeka Okafor, the former Charlotte Bobcat, gets his first 2. He gives him about 11 points a night. Sessions on the give up. Parker closed upon. Vermont high hopping into a pass. Still plenty of time on the shot clock. Samardo Samuels had it dislodged. JJ pries it loose, trying to get off a good shot. Some glass and iron, that's it. And a loose ball foul assessed to Alonzo G, trying to get it back.
The Cavaliers now, when they get the ball under there, they have to be careful with how they're spacing. They were too close to each other that time. Nobody had space to work.
4 apiece. New Orleans beat the Cavs by 3 in the last meeting. They were up 19. The Cavs, remember, came back to make it very interesting in the final minute of play. Parker in the gift. Sessions, the hard drive. Puts up, no. Tough angle. JJ working hard. Stays after it. Had it blocked, though, by West. Here comes Samardo Samuels on the cleanup.
Cavaliers, JJ and Samardo, very powerful bodies around that basket. They get the second chance opportunity and knock it down.
So it is 6-4 Cavaliers. Bellinelli flared out, ready to fire, and he knocks it down.
Well, he can shoot it. That's why they put him back in the starting lineup. Last 4 or 5 games, he's been very much on target.
They had 14 against Memphis the other night, only missed 1 shot in 7 tries. 6 apiece. Alonzo G drew a crowd. JJ against West, got inside and scored.
He did the same thing that Alonzo did. He sidestepped one defender, sidestepped another defender for easy layup.
Cavaliers back in front by a deuce. A little more than 4 minutes in here. What's the battle between West and Samuels at this end of the floor in a cross matchup? West of the hole. Anthony Parker on a reach in, got ball. Let's see if they give it to Samuels or not. And the foul is indeed on Anthony Parker.
Number 18, Anthony Parker.
Let's take a look at our McDonald's. I'm loving it just a moment ago.
JJ doing a good job of sidestepping, getting through the maze, and gets the easy layup.
Kind of did look like he was going through the cornfield there. Is that what you're talking about, the maze?
The maze. He was going right through, figuring it out.
As West hits the first. Hey, join FoxSportsOhio.com. Sam Amico right now for a live in-game chat. Plus, check out Double Dribbles for the latest NBA news. It's only on FoxSportsOhio.com, presented by 1-800-SAFE-AUTO and SafeAuto.com. And also click on for more details on the Buckeyes thrashing of Bucky the Badger and company.
Yeah, they put a good whooping on those guys.
8 apiece. I'm sure Bruce Hooley will have plenty on that as we look ahead to the tournament. Hickson, jump stopping. Wisely gives it up.
See, they're too close to each other. That time, they brought everybody right on top of J.J.
Parker off the bounce, a little bit firm. Rebound to Pondexter. Played his college ball at Washington.
I mean, when you hit it, the guy in the low post, you got to cut off of it. You can't bring your man down on top of it.
West normally takes that shot from that high elbow. Ball swing to the corner. Pondexter brings that one out. So he's missed from either side.
That was good ball movement, though. They did a good job keeping the Cavaliers chasing them.
Bellinelli managed to keep Sessions at bay. J.J. right through the arms of West, and he draws that foul.
And see, that's what I mean. That time, that was a solid move by AP to cut to the baseline, to clear it out. Now J.J.'s one-on-one. Now the defender is by himself on an island. You can take him inside. J.J. gets the foul, 2 shots. But you have to clear out of there. You can't stay in there and let his man back down on top of him.
So the first foul on West, as Hickson strings the first. J.J. coming off that 23.8 rebound performance in the Big Apple.
Yeah, that was quite an energetic game there for the Cavs.
Had so many twists and turns coming from 12 down in the fourth quarter. I think the young guys grew up a little bit more.
Yes, they did.
Cavs back in front by a deuce. Bellinelli. Good pump fake. Squared up and hit it. Marco Bellinelli averages 10 points a game for them. Remember the former Golden State Warriors first-round pick. Hickson. As they gave it up, here comes Samardo Samuels in the post, using the footwork, but a strip by Emeka Okafor. Here comes Paul on the rundown with Bellinelli, and he nailed the 3-ball.
Yeah, he's not going to look to go inside. He camps in that 3-point line, so that's knowing the scouting report. You see him camping there, and you got Paul under control, find him.
Sessions stopped on a dime again. Had to give that one up. Samardo, 6 on the shot clock, and a defensive 3-second violation on Chris Paul.
Technical foul.
Time on the floor here early on. Virtually halfway through this quarter as Alonzo G getting to the hole. And then J.J. Hickson right down Euclid. Cavaliers down 3 to the...
You want amazing? You need NBA League Pass.
Amazing can happen any night.
So you better watch.
Get NBA League Pass and you get NBA League Pass broadband so you can follow your favorites.
Watch your favorite team, your favorite players, wherever you are.
Don't miss a minute of amazing with NBA League Pass.
If you love basketball, you need NBA League Pass.
Now that's amazing.
Get NBA League Pass for 4 payments of $24.99 on DirecTV. Call 1-800-GET-SPORTS.
The World Poker Tour presents ClubWPT.com. Join now and take your seat at the Internet's most exclusive poker club, where each month members compete for over $100,000 in cash. Plus, win a chance to play for $1 million. It's the world's premier legal online poker site for only $19.95 a month. Sign up now at ClubWPT.com.
You saw Chevrolet shine at the auto show. Now dare to compare our lineup versus the competition and may the best car win. Like the award-winning Malibu, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy 3 years running. And just announced $500 auto show bonus cash. Use the bonus cash to get $3,000 total cash back on the 2011 Malibu. Or very well qualified lessees get a low mileage lease on this 2011 Malibu LS for around $179 a month. Hurry in. Auto show bonus cash ends March 8th at your Chevy Network dealer.
Labatt Blue Light, refreshing beer from a refreshing place. Cavaliers down by 3 to the Hornets. 5:52 to play here in the first quarter. Welcome back to the Q, everybody. I'm Jeff Phelps. We've seen Baron Davis and Luke Herringody making their Cavaliers debut. We could see the Cavalier debut of the third new Cavalier, and that's Semi Urdan, the 7-foot center coming over from the Boston Celtics. He's been out with a groin injury. Semi told me that he injured it about a month ago, and he's really been in a great deal of pain the last couple of weeks. But he said he is very, very happy to be here in Cleveland. The trade, even though it caught him by surprise, he said he was quite pleased with it, and the reason why, playing time. He said, I need minutes on the floor to show what I can do defensively and offensively. And guys, he said defensively first, which I think is a pretty interesting thing. He played in 37 games for the Celtics, averaged 14 minutes a game. At 24 years old, 7 feet, and with some skills, he's going to be fun to watch.
Yeah, he loves defense, and that goes back to his national team coach, Boša Tanjević, who really kind of drilled that into him, and that's why he loves defense first and lets offense come as it may. Parker sent it, no, rebound, flat-footed style, inside, Samaro was stripped. Aaron Scott thought there might have been a New Orleans foul.
Yeah, see, in those situations where Samaro will learn, sometimes you have to pop somebody in the face once in a while so they'll back off you when those situations happen.
Villanova misfires, rebound to Sanders, and the kick out to Sessions. Good D by Chris Paul. Going without that brace now on his left knee. Samuels facing and hit it. Doing a good looking stroke here tonight. He's got 6.
Samaro doing a good job of taking what the defense is giving him.
13-12 now. Baron Davis getting ready to check in. Ditto Luke Herringody. And a whistle, holding foul on J.J. Hickson. Listen to the reaction now as Baron Davis makes his Q debut.
Now stepping into your Cavaliers, number 44, Luke Herringody, and number 85.
Of course, Friday night the numbers at New York, 18 points. And here's the roar for Baron. As Luke Herringody getting a nice hand as well. Ball nearly stolen by the Cavs.
That was good defense by Alonzo G. He was beat to the basket quick enough to get his hand in the passing lane.
West off the dribble, rips out to Davis. He began his career with these Hornets. Two-time All-Star with that franchise. Inside Alonzo G. Off the floor.
He almost threw him in the basket that time. Schroeder, hammer down. Alonzo G.
Definitely some G-forces working there. 14-13. He had to go right through a pretty good shot blocker. Coming up with 4 minutes to play in the quarter. Paul eyeballs Davis, who's right there, and he sticks it. Chris Paul.
So far in the quarter, they've kept Paul out of the middle, which is a good defensive sign. It's something that they've focused on, is keep him out of the middle.
Back in there with Davis to G. On the back down, goes to work, and scores with a jump hook.
Because he had a little mouse in the house. And G takes him to
from Herringody.
Number 44.
But Alonzo G. going to work here, partner.
You're right. Underneath the basket, he almost put the whole team in the basket with that play. Then he came right back with a little mouse in the house shot. The opponents are in the bonus now.
David West.
So David West at the stripe. West had 34 against the Cavs in that November meeting. He was 14 of 20 from the floor that night. He was tough.
Yeah, he was very tough.
This is the first. Let's take a look at tonight's league leaders. Brought to you by Budweiser. Steals per game. Chris Paul has won this title twice in his career. Also won the assist title those same 2 years. That's never been done in NBA history until he did it. Right now trailing Rajon Rondo by a fraction. And he's one of those guys that plays those passing lanes so well and gambles so well.
You're right. He knows when to gamble. He understands that your offense just as good as you understand your offense.
That's the way Rondo is, too. Those two guys are very, very smart basketball players. Parker inside to JJ. Oh, he was met at the top by Okafor. That tells you how impressive that G dunk was a moment ago through it.
You're right.
4 blocks for New Orleans as Willie Green sticks that one. One of those guys that provides energy off their bench just like he did with Philadelphia. 18-16 now. Parker. Stripped by Bellinelli.
Yeah, Bellinelli did a good defensive job that time.
2-on-2 as the Cavs were able to drop back. Under 3 minutes to go in this first quarter. Aaron Goody bodied up Paul. Corner swing to Bellinelli. Belted! That ball will never be the same as Alonzo G. Pulverized it.
Get that weak stuff out of here.
My goodness. I hope Bellinelli didn't have a pregame meal, because the dessert does not taste very good. Too much leather on it.
Most of the stuff that's possible has already been done.
All-stars versus small-town heroes in a 72-hour race to build the ultimate ride. Car Warriors. It all begins Wednesday night at 9 Eastern, followed by Car Science, only on Speed.
With 18 locations, Panini's has something for everyone. Check us out at paninisgrill.com for a location near you.
Elk and Elk, serious lawyers for serious injuries. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO.
All right, for the New Orleans Hornets, they are medically sound, although it did not appear to be that way 48 hours ago. Meanwhile, for the Cavaliers, Daniel Gibson, as I mentioned, a scratch here tonight. We perhaps will see him Tuesday night against the Golden State Warriors, and of course, Antoine Jameson and Anderson Varejao out with their surgery. 18-16 is the Hornets' advantage. Going back to Friday night at Memphis, David West landing awkwardly here, and it did not look good. He only played 3 minutes in that game, so a testament to how tough he is. He's in the lineup here tonight. And then Chris Paul tweaked his ankle. This has been ongoing for him. He did come back in the ball game and finish up and had 23 points, his best game in 4 outings. So West, one of those tough guys, just like Luke Herringody showed the other night. Hey, you fight through pain and do what you can, because you know your team needs you.
That's what it's about, especially with only 20 so many games left. You don't have that many games left to really cement your spot, and they are really being chased for their spot.
Feeling the heat from Memphis and from Phoenix as West knocked that shot down 20-16. Aaron Davis, the step back for 2. He's so good at that shot. And AC, you know how much strength that takes.
Oh, yeah.
Bellinelli tees it up. Rims out a 3 ball. JJ got enough of a piece of that rebound. Here comes Iyenga. Christian, by the way, has hit his last 6 triple tries. Going back to the last couple of games against San Antonio, New York. No looker to Parker. Iyenga thought about the 3, and he traveled.
Traveling violation.
He's been working on the 1 dribble pull-up, so maybe that was in his mind as he was processing that.
Right, well, he whatever it was too much going on in his mind. He should have gave it up and got it back. But right then, he was thinking probably over the top and then maybe going to the basket. Too much going on right there.
Those are the things that time will just make it where he's not thinking so much.
It'll just be automatic.
Falling to give up. West against Herringody. Such a patient player, David West. Set that screen for Paul. Chris Paul handling the face. He's knocked down another despite the defense by Davis. That time for 3.
And Davis was dead on him, too. But he's a good player because he's a triple threat player at all times.
5-point game now. Illegal screen out of bounds by Christian Iyenga.
Offensive foul on the Cavaliers, number 8, Christian Iyenga.
So give it back to the Hornets with 1:19 left to play in this opening quarter.
Checking in for the Hornets.
Davis, of course, you may recall, was a high lottery pick in 99 of these guys. At that time, the Charlotte Hornets, the third pick taken that particular season. But a hand check foul. It'll be on Baron Davis. Number 85, as Jeff Phelps had recently told us why he's wearing that uniform number, because of the fact that he wanted to pay homage to his grandmother and grandfather in Central LA, where they live on 85th Street. Second highest number, by the way, in the Cavalier annals in terms of a jersey. For goodness, remember, 190. We've got all kind of information here. And now it's time to get the 2011-2012 Cavs season tickets. Be an early bird, and you get a 6-game signing bonus so you can cheer them this year. You'll also get flexible payment options, team shop discounts, access to the Q Event hotline, and more. Call 800-820-CAVS or visit Cavs.com/earlybird today. Here comes Davis. Got caught up with Karen Goody on that screen. Keeping that ball alive. And inside with left hand, he's fouled.
Good move inside. Very crafty with the ball. Good hesitation fakes. He has a lot of that in his game. That herky-jerky movement does so good with that. Going to his left side, takes a bump and gets to the hoop. Opportunity for a three-point play. Nice one-on-one move inside to get by Paul.
Remember, Barron was selected in that 99 draft. Right after guys like Elton Brand and Steve Francis. That was the year Andre Miller, of course, was taken 8th. And think about that. Baron Davis, Andre Miller, and Jason Terry, 3 point guards at the time, all had excellent careers in that draft.
Yes, they had.
West, this time on the right side against Herringody. And he drew the foul. Foul on Herringody, looks second as he's holding that right hip.
Yeah, you know, with the banging that David West is going to give you, you knew he's going to get popped there 2 or 3 times this evening. You can see him holding it right there.
Wearing the padding, I'm sure, again here tonight, as he did the other night against New York. You can see him really fighting the pain right now. That's a familiar injury for football players, of which his dad was in college at Indiana. They test drive a Kia and get tickets to an upcoming Cavs game. For official rules and eligibility requirements, log on to Cavs.com/Kia test drive. So West with that soft touch. And the former Xavier Musketeer has 9 points to begin this ball game. 27-21. Davis gives Jared Jack, who just checked in. Pass inside. JJ bucked it back up. Iyenga. He's knocked down 7 triples in a row.
Well, he's feeling it now from that outside shot. And Coach Denton has been working with him, going straight up instead of leaning, and he can really see a difference in how the ball comes out of his hand.
3-point game as the Hornets are trying to take the final shot of this quarter. Paul was nudged. The fallback, and he missed it.
Good job of staying in front of him by Baron Davis. Stayed in front of him, make him shoot over the top.
So Christian Iyenga knocking down 3 balls for sure. As again, 7 straight over a stretch of 3 games plus. We're ready to go. I touched the Notre Dame ring. I feel honored. I feel blessed. We'll be back with a second quarter in a moment.
This March at Mr. Tire, get slam dunk savings on Falcon tires. $60 off instantly on any 4 Falcon tires. $25 off any 2 Falcon tires. All tires are priced on the rim and out the door with free mounting, balancing, valve stems, and more. And our 30-day price and ride guarantee. Oil changes with free tire rotation are just $19.99. Shop tires, print coupons, and make appointments online at MrTire.com. Nobody beats Mr. Tire.
So, do you have any questions?
What is your soup of the day?
We have a mulligatawny soup.
Oh, do you have any specials?
We have a steak special today.
Oh, how's that cooked?
That's pan-seared and then...
Does it come with a side dish? Is it grilled? Can I have it steamed? So, what do you recommend? What kind of pie do you have? You an actor. Aren't you from Ohio?
Any questions?
Ask questions. For the 10 questions everyone should know, go to ahrq.gov.
Diabetes. That's a fillet of fish, isn't it? With flaky fillet of whitefish? Should I go for it?
Now buy a Filet-O-Fish Extra Value Meal with fries and a soft drink. Get a second Filet-O-Fish sandwich for 59 cents. Just 59 cents. Oh, yes.
Free fall training. It's how Advanced Auto Parts trains our staff to install your battery fast and free. Battery testing and installation, fast and free. Advanced Auto Parts. Service is our best part. Wipers, go!
Luke Herringody still feeling the pain of that hip pointer.
Yeah, I'm really surprised he's playing because every time he gets a bump there, it has to be excruciating. That pain from the hip pointer is not easy one to face.
So you look at Semi Erden, the rookie out of Turkey, of course, coming over with Herringody in the Boston deal. His first Cavalier action. Herringody jumps, and it goes down.
Well, what it is Davis is penetrating so much, it's forcing them to have to collapse, and all you got to do now is be in your shooting range and ready to shoot the ball. You'll get good shots.
Jared Jack on the floor with Green. Up front with Aaron Gray out there for the first time. Ditto Carl Landry. Acquired at the trade deadline from Sacramento, and Bellinelli as well. And he was fouled on the hold by Manny Harris.
But what I like is the Cavaliers now are in your face on defense. They are up on you. They're not letting you run free. Those are the kind of situations you have to stay with. You don't want to have silly fouls, but you want to stay in the offensive man's face.
Erden, 24 years old. Happy to be here in Cleveland, as Jeff Phelps had mentioned, because he knows he'll get an opportunity. Jared Jack on that miss. Back come the Cavs. Erden rolled inside. Rick Barron was trying to get it to him. Erden on the floor. And now New Orleans has a 5-on-4 momentary opportunity. Green closed upon by Ianga. Good D there.
Good solid defense, cut off the driving lane.
Plus he stayed on the floor on the pump fake. Jack to Gray against Herringody with a good defense. Down the floor, Ianga trying to get to the rim. Had it blocked though by Landry. Right back into the hands of Christian. Davis sends it and hits it for three.
Yes.
He very easily shoots that long-range jumper.
Very good range by the young man, and he has a very calming influence on the Cavaliers.
Cavs go back in front by a deuce. Remember, hit the big three the other night to give the Cavs a 4-point lead. Willie Green turned the corner. Davis on a knockaway. Barron ahead of the pack with Bellinelli. Leaves it for Manny Harris.
Davis doing a good job of looking behind him. And right before he made his move, he hit Manny to the hoop. Cavaliers on the fast break.
So the Cavaliers with a run now. 31-27 here. Opening couple of minutes of play as they've reeled off 10 of the last 12 points. Willie Green sends it. Green in his 8th year out of the University of Detroit Mercy. 31-29. Big spin going to work on the kick out. Ianga fires, missed that free ball. So that ends his run.
Well, Christian can't fall in love with the shot. I know he's just on the run, but put the ball on the floor that time. The defender was right there with you.
Landry squared up, missed it. Aaron Gray, so big and tall in there, stripped by Semi Erden. His first defensive knockaway as a Cav. Herringody, 15-foot pocket. Perfect.
Stop on a dime. And knock it down on the break.
Gave him 2 cents and change, too, didn't he? 33-29. Had an 18-point effort at New York the other night. Opportunistic jump shots. Ball stolen by Ianga. With Manny Harris. Left-handed feed intended for Erden. Good hustle back by Willie Green.
You throw it up in the air with a 7-footer that close to the basket. Give it to him up in the air.
Yeah, because Erden is very good at finishing at the rim either hand. But it's all part about learning to play with new teammates. Same thing for Baron Davis, although he has a built-in barometer on how to do that, does he not? Looking through the rearview mirror, finding Manny Harris on the finish. Cavaliers lead by 4 here at the Q.
comparable to the Camry.
Why do so many car companies compare themselves to Camry? Maybe it's because Camry is the #1 selling car in America. Or because Camry was named an excellent value by IntelliChoice.com. Now you can get 0% financing for 60 months, plus $500 bonus cash on a new 2011 Camry. Or lease a Camry, now for just $199 a month. We're #1 for a reason. Come see for yourself. Hurry in for the best selection.
We really focus here at Corporate College on providing ongoing continuing training and development opportunities for professionals.
We use a unique type of an approach to trying to understand what businesses need to be more profitable.
At Corporate College, we learn about them some more, and then design a solution to help meet their needs.
And learning has a profound impact on culture.
Corporate College.
One partner.
One goal.
Your success.
At this year's auto show, engineering excellence was front and center, like the innovative 32 mpg highway terrain, the 8-passenger versatility of Acadia, and the category-leading V8 fuel economy of Sierra. GMC has brought the auto show to the showroom. Now you can take it home.
Now get 1,000 auto show bonus cash when you purchase a 2011 GMC Sierra. See your Northern Ohio GMC dealer.
Cavaliers basketball on Fox Sports Ohio is brought to you by Kia Motors, proud partner of the Cleveland Cavaliers. To learn more, visit kia.com. By McDonald's. Get 20 juicy, tender chicken McNuggets made with white meat for $4.99. McDonald's, I'm loving it. By 5-Hour Energy. Hours of energy now, no crash later. For more information, visit 5hourenergy.com. And by your Northeast Ohio Ford dealers. We're downtown. Cavaliers with a bit of a run here, and they want to do that, run these guys if they can, because New Orleans loves to play a very slow half-court style.
You're right, so they can take advantage of Chris Paul and his penetrating ability. You want to make them have to play faster than they want to play.
Landry on the block. Herringgoody digging in, challenging the shot very well. Ball shared by 4 players.
Jump ball.
Derek Richardson says we're going to jump it up. What did you like defensively about Herringgoody here?
Well, he keeps his legs separated from the defender, but he stays engaged. And that shows that he understands how to play against the low post player.
Big East jump ball here. Notre Dame against Pittsburgh. As Herringgoody wins it on the way down.
Yeah, Gray didn't get up too high that time. He had a few weights in his pocket.
I didn't notice that. Are those 5-pounders?
Yeah.
Herringgoody jumps. Dead on, but he was short. Somehow got through security with those 5-pound dumbbells. Willie Green. Trying to create a driving kick, perhaps, but Urden switched on him with his length. Jared Jack, who's been hot of late. Jack hops in and scores.
And that was one of the few times the Cavaliers let the dribble penetration happen, because usually they've been cutting it off when you get right to about the middle of the lane. Somebody's there to meet their offensive play.
Jack, over the last 3 games, 19 points a game, shooting 64% over that stretch from the floor. Ooh, Davis in the lane to Urden. He threw it up high like you were talking about. And a foul, reach-in foul.
Hornets foul number 2.
Barron doing a little low post action. He gets a nice little cross over dribble there. Sidney gets the ball there. He gets fouled while he's on the floor.
14 seconds on the shot clock.
And on the floor here, Cavaliers number 24, Samardo Samuel.
Samardo back out there. Rolls inside. Skip feed to Davis. Jared Jack right there. Davis some space. And he hit it. Knocked down another triple. Baron Davis has got 10 in the first half.
I tell you, he is very smooth with his game. Does a good opportunity. He always knows what's going on around him out there on that floor.
Baron Davis, 4 of 4, stroking the basketball, 36-31. Good guys. Landry can hit that shot. He's always been a very good mid-range shooter. He's very similar to David West in how he approaches the game.
You're right. They are rugged men too.
So is this guy, Samardo Samuels, missed it. Semi Urden in too deep, perhaps to shoot it. And we got a reach in. See, it's going to be a Ball on the baseline, so give it back to the Hornets.
Simi is very active around the basket. I like to see that.
Fighting shoulder woes along with the groin that Jeff Phelps talked about a moment ago. 15-foot pop for West. Perfect.
You can't let that happen. Once he pops out like that, you got to move out on him because he loves that 15-foot jump shot.
So David West, the former two-time All-Star, 36-35 now, and a good one here at the cue, almost halfway through this second quarter. J.J. Hickson's going to check back in. We're down on the screen roll. Sessions was hoping for a tip maybe off the glass. He got it, but he also thought he was fouled on that shot attempt. Landry going to work. Muscles inside. Offensive foul drawn by guess who? Samardo Samuel.
I tell you, all the points he scored against the Knicks, the rebounding and all that, the two most important plays were the two offensive fouls he threw against Carmelo Anthony. There he is right there with another one. Understanding what's going on around him. As a rookie, that is the most important thing you can do in your development, other than learn how to score and defend, is learn what's going on around you. Good play by Samardo.
Taking a page from Anderson Varejão's book. I don't know if that's in paperback form yet, but it would be a good read. As Cavaliers go back to work, single-digit shot clock. Ienga. There's that one dribble. Missed the pull-up. Rebound. Big hand, Samardo Samuels in heavy traffic, and he was fouled. He's going to become a huge crowd favorite here at the Q. He continues to work like this.
Right, and he has quickness and strength to be able to get to those kind of quick balls that come off that rim. That time the ball takes a quick bump off the rim. He's there to grab it.
Friday night, game on the line.
Ooh, took it in the
Carmelo Anthony with a huge play. And then Samardo again taking one for the team. We'll be back.
Auto Show Bonus Cash is here. Dare to compare Chevrolet versus the competition and may the best truck win. Like Silverado, with more standard extended and crew cab payload than Dodge Ram. And backed by a powertrain warranty that covers you for 40,000 more miles than Ford. Just announced $1,000 Auto Show Bonus Cash on select models. Use the bonus cash to get $7,000 total value on the 2011 Silverado All-Star Edition. Or choose 0% APR plus $1,000 bonus cash on all 2011 Silverado half-ton models. Hurry, Auto Show Bonus Cash ends March 8th at your Chevy Network dealer.
I like to move it, move it. I like to move it, move it. You like to move it.
Hey everyone, it's Ahmad with the Cavs. We're at Cleveland Clinic Courts, and I'm here with Dr. Karen Cooper. Today's question comes from Catherine in Cleveland. Catherine wants to know, is it a difference when you eat late in the day or right before you go to bed?
If you eat the same amount of foods at 6 o'clock in the afternoon and you have that same meal at 8 o'clock another day, you're not going to store more calories because you ate it later. It really depends on what your portion sizes are and the choices that you're making at that time of the day. So just make sure you exercise regularly and be very aware of the foods that you're choosing, and you should be okay.
Thank you for that answer. Congratulations, Catherine. You just won 2 tickets to an upcoming Cavaliers game. And remember, you can also be a winner by submitting your questions to letsmoveit.org.
Also, don't forget, Cleveland Clinic offers same-day appointments.
Hey, tonight's Central Division update brought to you by Central Cadillac. Today in Miami, Chicago holding off the Heat to move into second place in the East as LeBron James and Dwayne Wade missed shots at the end to try to win that ball game. So they are now 1 of 14 in those game-tying or winning scenarios this particular season, as they really struggle right now, as the Chicago Bulls have supplanted Miami for the time being. And you wonder, AC, if it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy for guys on that Miami ball club when they're talking so many times about failures down the stretch. And
well, it's starting to get to him, Fred, because the coach came out and admitted that some of his players were crying in the locker room after the game.
How about that today?
Yeah, so after a while, either one thing is going to happen. The players are going to turn on the coach, or it's going to be a mutiny on the bounty there. I mean, because you can see it and feel it starting to happen.
I remember that old line in the movie. There's no crying in basketball.
There's no crying in basketball, but in Miami, they cry. We lost again.
Samardo missing both. So it's still a 36-35 ball game. That was a heartfelt response from you, though. I can tell.
And now the Cavs have to keep with their solid defense. Don't allow a lot of dribble penetration.
Offensive foul again, drawn by Serrano. So he's got 5 of those babies in 2 nights.
Well, he's doing a good job of moving his feet. He's sliding instead of crossing over, which keeps you in your position, and you push off. If you watch his footwork, slide, slide, bang. Good defensive footwork by Serrano.
Meeting of muscle right there between he and West. Alonzo G back out there. Ball denial by Jack. Samuel setting that screen and rolling. Davis is hot. Knocks it down again. BD continues to be perfect. I think he likes the cue.
Well, what it is when Sessions is taking the ball on the right side of the pick, BD is sliding over to the three-point line, and they're finding him on the weak side.
So Davis now 5 for 5, including all 3 from outside the arc that have gone down. West muscling again. That time the pump fake brought him some space.
Well, see, he's pinning Serrano. Serrano's getting caught in that pin. He's got to, as soon as he feels that coming, take your step on the top side of the situation and stay on top.
You got my arm pinned between our 2 chairs.
Well, I just got excited, partner. I didn't mean to do that to you.
Here comes Davis.
He's going to fire this one. You can feel it. It's coming.
There it is. Heat check time. No. Rebound gathered in by Okafor. Byron Scott has always told his guys, including Baron Davis, I'll never take you out because you're shooting the ball. If you feel it, go after it. West fires it up. No. Rebound to J.J. Hickson.
He and Alonzo G did a good job of staying in front of West, making him shoot over the top.
Ball goes out of bounds, and it belongs to the Hornets. Baron Davis will get a blow coming off the floor. Chris Paul back out there. Big hand for number 85.
Well, he deserves it because he's coming in the game with positive energy every time, giving the Cavaliers exactly what they need. Leadership on the floor from the point guard position.
Dave Logan remembers getting applause, another wearer of the 85 in this town. The better wideouts, of course, Brown's history. 39, 37. In deep, that's Okafor. Nowhere to go. JJ with standalone defense, but Okafor a tough left-handed shot.
Well, again, they're getting too deep in that play. The Cavaliers are staying behind them. You got to move, and as soon as that ball goes back out, you got to adjust your position.
Sessions strung out against the double team. Deep in the corner. A battle of 33s. G in green. 6 in the shot clock. Sessions through a switch. Jason Smith out there for the first time. He beat him like a drum.
Well, he knew he had a guy that had slow feet. So what do? You give a little head fake and take him to the hoop.
He caught Smith wearing cement boots there as he went right to the rack. In deep, Okafor blocked by JJ, but a goaltend as Okafor was able to get it up quickly, and he gets the 2.
Boy, that was real close to almost being a good block that time. But Okafor getting too deep. You let him get in there that deep, you're in trouble. You got to adjust your position on the guy. But that looked like a shot block there. That was real close.
Wow.
It barely got it out of his hand.
41 apiece. J.J. Hickson from 20. Perfect.
J.J. says, okay, you want to take it from me, I'm going to give it right back.
43-41. Serrano Samuels clapping his hands saying, let's get a stop here. Chris Paul jumps and hits.
Dribble penetration. And that time they cut him off, but now he's adjusted to it. Now he knows he has to have the mid-range shot. Now you have to stay on him. You can't just cut him off.
Chris Paul has 9, 43 apiece. Sessions spinning into the lane, and he drew that foul on the attempted layup. Timeout on the floor. Got a foul on Okafor in that instance, says Baron Davis. A hot start. We've seen him have big ball games in this building when he was with the Warriors and the Clippers and, of course, these Hornets.
Hey, this is Mike Rowe, and my buddies, you know, the local Ford dealers, asked me to remind you that the Cleveland Auto Show is going on right now, and if you're not there, this is what you're missing.
The Ford Fiesta, it's a great car. It's small, great economy.
The edge looks like it has a lot of room. Got 2 small boys.
There's so much more going on with Ford compared to the other vehicles.
I've been a GM girl my whole life, so I'm going to switch to Ford.
Get a Fiesta with the $1,000 Auto Show bonus cash, or lease for just $169 a month.
That's American pride right there, is Ford.
Come on, everybody.
Lux shower gel with new improved fragrances. The cleaner you are, the dirtier you get.
A homeowner puts a mark on their home.
A personal touch.
An addition.
A breakfast nook.
A walk-in wig closet.
Oh, yeah.
And the means to pay for it?
A fair and equitable loan.
Yes. With clear terms.
Yes.
Hey, guys. Do one of you leave a pheasant in the microwave?
Take a look at why it's so important to have dribble penetration as an offensive player and so important to stop it as a defensive player. And the one we're going to watch is this guy right here, because that's the one going to get caught in the middle. You see, stop. Now see, with Shamato having the threat to come down the middle, he has to respect that. And then that pass right there, that's what makes it all happen right there. And BD follows up with the make the shots.
Part, of course, of his 14 points here in the first half. Let's go to Jeff Phelps, who is eavesdropping outside that Cavs huddle.
Byron Scott talking about defense on the big guys, fellas. He said you have to do your work early. They're catching the ball too deep, and then we have no help defensively. Make them catch the ball out top, and we can help you out a little bit defensively.
All right, let's see if they can get that done.
But see, the key to that is when the ball is moving, you have to move before the play is really set. Because you know when they're going to run that play when Chris Paul's at the top. So what you do is, as soon as you see it develop, you start cheating to the top. So when they get to that position, now you already in three-quarter position to defend the play.
It's called knowing your scouting report,
That's exactly what it is.
Knowing tendencies, and Chris Paul is a guy who, at the other end of the spectrum, does so much film study. He's got a tremendous work ethic. Byron Scott saw that as soon as he became a part of that franchise after he was drafted. More on that a little bit later. 45-43 is the Cavs with a 2-point lead. Jason Smith eyes it and hits it. He had a ball game earlier this year where he hit his first 9 shots against Washington.
And that's about all that's open, because the Cavaliers defense is cutting down all the driving lane, and the only thing they have are the pass-back shots.
Tied for the 10th time here tonight. Offensive foul on Samuels on the moving screen.
Offensive foul on the Cavaliers, number 24.
So Samato's first foul.
His first personal. No team foul on the play.
And Samato a little bit on the moving side here. The pick back. No, wait a minute. He almost missed him. I don't know. I didn't see a lot of foul there, but he got called against
Smith. Up and down. Shuffled those shoes because of Alonzo G.
Alonzo G with a good closeout. He closed out on his strong side, and he knew he was going to get the shot blocked right there on the strong side. Good defensive closeout right there by G.
So what you're saying, if he'd have closed out middle or left shoulder, then...
No, he would still been able to make the shot.
Yep. Sessions split the D.
No foul there.
Ball was kicked.
New Orleans ball.
And New Orleans with the basketball.
Wow. Thought that was a little rough treatment there of Sessions, but they let it go.
That's 3 calls you've disagreed with tonight.
Well, you know, I'm watching the ball game very closely.
The night is young.
You're right.
Glad you're enjoying it, Tommy Heinsohn.
No, I'm not that bad. Tommy is really bad.
He'd be disagreeing with about 12 by this time. The Boston announcer has Michael Okafor on a hard crush.
Again, they don't respect their big men. You have to respect them. When you have a guard out there like Paul who will hit you on the dime, you have to play solid defense on the interior.
Fought through that screen. Here comes Parker. Tough shot. Oh, he banked it home. Convenient banking hours on a Sunday night for AP.
A veteran move right there. In that situation, when you are in that situation, it's a hard shot to try to hit it over the front of the rim. So what do? Shoot it to the square. The square gives you an opportunity to get a three-point play, and AP does it right on the money. Opportunity for 3 points.
So there's no question in his mind. He was going off glass there with that tough angle. Right?
That's the only thing he had in that position. Otherwise, trying to hit a moving target like that is very hard to do.
48-47. Chris Paul on a give up. Smith closed upon by Samuels. Paul nowhere to go. Give up his dribble. Bellinelli. Good close by Parker, but Bellinelli sold it and hit it.
He closed out and he got away from the strong side, so he was able to put the ball on the floor comfortably with that strong hand. He closed out on that strong side, forced him to have to use his off hand.
So Bellinelli's had a nice first half. He's got 9. Sessions off the dribble though. Rebound to Pondexter. He's back out there starting here tonight. I would assume we're not going to see Trevor Ariza, who's battling a groin strain. He's normally their starter at the 3. Couple of seconds difference between the 2 clocks, so Chris Paul will work it down. New Orleans has made 6 straight shots, says Tom Lieutenant. Ball in a crossover. Look at him keep that dribble alive and score. That was wizardry.
Boy, was that smooth or what?
Here comes Parker inside the timeline, and that will finish a back and forth exhibition of basketball between these two teams here in the first half. 51-48 our score at the break. Stay tuned for our Kia halftime reports as we'll take a look at the stats. We've been pretty close most of the nights.
Yes.
In a game that probably is to the liking of the New Orleans Hornets in terms of tempo. Jeff Phelps will be joined by Campy Russell. Come up next here on the Kia halftime report. You're watching Cavs basketball on Fox Sports Ohio.
Let's compare Dish Network and DirecTV. Both offer DVRs, but only DirecTV lets you record and watch shows from every room in your home with just one single DVR. And what's more, you can pause HD programming in one room and pick it up in another. Even Dish's best $700 DVR can't do that. DirecTV Whole Home DVR Service. Another reason why 50 million people agree. Don't just watch TV, DirecTV.
Go behind the box scores and way beyond the stat sheets with Slapshots on Fox Sports Ohio. Delve into everything about hockey in the heartland on and off the ice. Break down the games and set up the week ahead. Watch Slapshots Mondays at 6 p.m. exclusively on Fox Sports Ohio. Slapshots is brought to you by the Cleveland Clinic. Let's move it towards a healthier you. Cleveland Clinic has created a fun and motivating way for you to get active. Visit letsmoveit.org.
Farmers Insurance presents Americans in Focus.
Tom Bass was known for his keen horsemanship. Born a slave, raised on a horse farm. He was a master of training horses to perform the 3 and the 5 gated event to the best of their ability. It's so much different from a rodeo. There you work directly with the horse to keep it in certain gaits. It was always considered, and still is today, the high echelon of horsemanship is the equestrian events held throughout the United States. Tom Bass was a man that was well ahead of his time. I remember the stories from the white equestrian community where they would not compete in their events if Tom Bass was not allowed to compete. To see a black man train so well, they just had to compete against him. They wanted to beat the best, and they understood Tom Bass to be the best. His entrepreneurial spirit actually grew from his ability to train these horses. It actually freed him from being a slave. He was able to start his own riding stables and riding clubs. There's not a living or dead person in the equestrian community today that has won more equestrian events than Tom Bass. He was what we would call the original horse whisperer. For Tom Bass, I'm Anthony Arnold for Americans in Focus.
The fetal heart rate had dropped to a dangerous level, causing a lack of oxygen to the child's brain. A C-section would have prevented the child's cerebral palsy. Discover the truth. Call 1-800-ELK-OHIO. Elk and Elk, serious lawyers for serious injuries.
Welcome to the Kia Halftime Report. Here are your hosts, Jeff Phelps and Campy Russell.
A back and forth first half between the Hornets and the Cavaliers. Baron Davis, 14 points, 4 assists for the Cavaliers. He was 5 of 6 from the field, but the Cavaliers down by 3 points at halftime after an even Steven second quarter was 24 all in that second quarter. Welcome to the Kia Halftime Report, everybody. Jeff Phelps along with Campy Russell. Campy, this game was back and forth, but it seemed as if the Hornets were putting up just about anything they wanted to without a whole lot of defense from the Cavs.
And there definitely was no defense. And really, you know, when you look at this game, this is not the kind of game that the Cavaliers want to be involved in, because they're getting the Hornets 51 points, and the Hornets really don't score a lot of points. So this is not a good sign, but the Cavaliers definitely got to step it up defensively. I think the Cavaliers got to be a lot more active as well, because the key to our success over the last couple of games is that we've been more physical than teams, and we've been more aggressive.
Hornets shooting the basketball very well, Campy. Big disparity, 12 points there. 57% for New Orleans, 45% for the Cavaliers. But look down at the bottom of the page. Bench scoring, Cavaliers with 23. Baron Davis with 14 of those, and Baron coming off the bench for now. Yes. Byron Scott said before the game it's only a matter of time before he starts. It wouldn't be today. And offensive rebounding, Cavaliers have been very, very solid at that as of late, and really a nice edge right now, 9-1.
Well, you know, again, when you go back to this Cavaliers team, they have to be more aggressive. They got to be more physical, because when they allow this Hornets team to shoot 57%, that says to me that they're not doing what they want, what they need to do. So I'm sure coach is going to really say something to them and get them started, because they have to play better than this. They cannot give up 57%, and they cannot give up 51 points in a half.
Baron Davis had 18 points in his Cavalier debut in New York at Madison Square Garden. 12 of those came in the fourth quarter. Add that to the 14. He has 26 points in the last 3 quarters for the Cavaliers.
Most of the stuff that's possible has already been done. Now at Sonic, there's premium beef hot dogs, like the Chicago dog with hot peppers, tomatoes, and a pickle.
How about the New York dog with spicy mustard, sauerkraut, and grilled onions? Come on.
Hold your horses, partners. There's also the All-American dog. Mustard, ketchup, and relish.
Wait. You must try chili cheese coney from my home.
No, wait a minute. What kind of accent is that?
Russian. There is a lot of Russian living on Coney Island.
Just $1.99 each. Hot dogs, made with 100% pure beef. Now at Sonic.
Free fall training. It's how Advanced Auto Parts trains our staff to install your battery fast and free. Battery testing and installation, fast and free. Advanced Auto Parts. Service is our best part. Wipers, go!
Whoa, HH. Looks like you put on a few TVs.
Yeah, I overordered, and it's the perfect time to shed a few products at the 20% off sale at HH Gregg. You'll get 20% off all TVs, appliances, and you'll save on audio, computers, cameras, and more. When I lose, you save 20% at HH Gregg.
Hey, looking good, HH.
Yeah, I've got the best ads in the business. HH Gregg, price and advice guaranteed.
Where does good citizenship begin?
I suspect at home.
That place where the turkey is carved.
Where the dog waits for scraps under the table.
A place to call your own.
A good bank lends, a community blossoms.
Yes.
A loan for one is prosperity for all.
Yes.
Guys, we have this room booked. Sorry.
This copyrighted telecast of the NBA may not be retransmitted, reproduced, or rebroadcast, or otherwise used without the express written consent of the NBA. For more Cavs news, log on to foxsportsohio.com. Cavaliers basketball on Fox Sports Ohio is brought to you by NovaCare Rehabilitation. The leader in physical therapy is proud to be the official sports rehab provider of Fox Sports Ohio and you. By Corporate College, one partner, one goal, your success. And by Toyota. For over 30 Toyota offers or to find a dealer near you, visit buyatoyota.com. We're halfway through this one as the Cavaliers trying to split the season series with the Hornets. We'll find out if they can coming up.
This is comparable to the Corolla.
Why do so many car companies compare themselves to Corolla? Maybe it's because Corolla is the #1 selling car of all time. Or because the Corolla was awarded a 2011 IIHS Top Safety Pick. Now get 0% financing for 60 months on the last of the 2010 Corollas. Or $1,500 cash back. Or lease one now for just $179 a month. We're #1 for a reason. Come see for yourself. Hurry in for the best selection.
Now everyone can explore the world from home. Get high-speed internet from AT&T, just $14.95 a month for 12 months.
My favorite player? That's easy. Anderson Varejão. I got all his jerseys, his shoes, his fat hats. I even named my dog Wild Tank. My friends tell me if I get any more Anderson Varejão stuff, I might actually become Anderson Varejão.
Tuesday, March 8th is Anderson Varejão Bobblehead Night, presented by Discount Drug Mart. For tickets, go to Cavs.com.
Out here, an urgent message just means the fish are biting.
And call waiting means the call can wait.
This would be the morning commute.
And this is what we call consumer research. And for 5 generations,
Our family has put the best of out here.
in here, carefully crafting crisp beers that capture the flavor of the North Woods.
I'm Jake.
I'm John.
And we're Leinenkugels.
You saw Chevrolet shine at the auto show. Now dare to compare our lineup versus the competition and may the best car win. Like the award-winning Malibu, a Consumer's Digest Best Buy 3 years running. And just announced $500 auto show bonus cash. Use the bonus cash to get $3,000 total cash back on the 2011 Malibu. Or very well qualified lessees get a low mileage lease on this 2011 Malibu LS for around $179 a month. Hurry in. Auto show bonus cash ends March 8th at your Chevy Network dealer.
Well, the Hornets have stung the Cavaliers twice in second quarters this particular season. Down there, up here, 66% shooting for those guys in those 2 quarters. As a result, the Cavs trail by 3 here at the break. Welcome back, Fred McLeod alongside Austin Carr. Obviously, in the front court, the Cavaliers' fusion of youth because of necessity with the injuries to Varejão, of course, and Antoine Jamison, and guys like Alonzo G. and Samardo Samuels, J.J. Hickson getting opportunities. You're talking about a front court trio, 23 years and younger.
Right, and that's a good sign for the Cavaliers because the future is very bright for them because they have a lot of good, long guys and guys that have potential and they have strength. Samardo, Alonzo G, Manny Harris. I mean, all those guys are guys that the Cavaliers will use in their future. And they got J.J. doing his thing. He's been off the chart the last 4 or 5 games with over 20 offensive rebounds. So there's a lot of good action. But they have to grow up fast tonight because this New Orleans team, they're getting a lot of little shots around that basket. The Cavaliers have to make that adjustment when they penetrate.
Those guys with 18 points combined, 8 for 17 shooting so far. We'll be back and get the third quarter rolling from the cue in a moment.
If you've ever had an impulse, a whim, or a spontaneous thought, your vehicle is here. The all-new, redesigned BMW X3. A bolder, more elegant feel inside and out, enhanced performance handling, and better MPG than its Lexus and Mercedes rivals. There's no impulse you can't follow. Hurry in and drive the all-new redesigned X3 today and feel the X3 difference.
Come on, everybody, and get a little round. We got a new sound that we putting down. It's not the monkey and it's not the jerk. This is a dance that'll make you work. It's called a what?
Axe Shower Gel with new improved fragrances. The cleaner you are, the dirtier you get.
You want amazing? You need NBA League Pass.
Amazing can happen any night.
So you better watch.
Get NBA League Pass, and you get NBA League Pass broadband, so you can follow your favorites.
Watch your favorite team, your favorite players, wherever you are.
Don't miss a minute of amazing with NBA League Pass.
If you love basketball, you need NBA League Pass. Now that's amazing.
To order NBA League Pass, log on to NBA.com/League Pass or call your local cable, satellite, or telco provider today.
Light beer, please.
Sure. More taste or less taste?
I don't really care.
Okay. When you change out of that European man song, come back and I'll give you a Miller Lite.
But it's stylish.
Not in this country.
Man up and choose a light beer with more taste. Grab a triple hops brewed Miller Lite with that great Pilsner taste.
Got a Miller Lite?
Look! We had a thing! Throw there!
The Motorola Zoom tablet. With the velocity of a 1 gigahertz dual-core processor, 3D graphics engine, gyroscope, and a widescreen HD display. Grab it, and it grabs you. Only at Verizon.
Panini's, home of the famous overstuffed sandwich.
Time for tonight's Lake Visits taking care of business play as Baron Davis, 14 first-half points.
Yeah, he was spectacular this evening. 5 of 6 shooting and hit a couple threes. He's penetrating 2 or 3, 4 assists. I mean, he's done a great job of controlling the action when he's out there. And the Cavaliers seem to really be comfortable when he's on that floor.
Lake Business Products, providing world-class service for over 50 years. Let's find out rather what assistant coach Joe Prunty thought about the first half. He's with Jeff Phillips.
Fred, thank you. Joe, nice job rebounding the basketball. New Orleans shot 57%. How do you tidy that up?
Yeah, that's a little too high. Nowhere near what we want our field goal percentage defense to be. We've made a couple of defensive adjustments, both on pick and rolls and post-ups. And, you know, obviously Paul's their primary pick and roll guy and West is their primary post guy. But there's a physicality going on that we need to make sure we match. And we're not doing that. So besides those adjustments, we got to step up our energy and effort on that end.
Thank you, Joe.
My pleasure.
Brett.
All right, Joe. As Greg Popovich remarked earlier in the season in one of the 2 losses to New Orleans that the Hornets play with a physical mentality. Just saw a moment ago Samarno Samuels on that hard cut off the nice dish by Alonzo G. Looking for the 3-point play here.
Well, the Cavaliers are playing with a little different physical approach themselves now. The young guys are starting to feel comfortable being out there and very competitive. It's good to see.
Second foul on Okafor. 3-point play makes it 51 apiece. Starting lineup out there for New Orleans, including Pondexter up front with West and Okafor. David West against the double team. Missed it. Rebound gathered in by Alonzo G.
They're doubling down on him now, and they pushed him out. Samarno did a good job of pushing him out closer to the foul line.
JJ from 18. Perfect.
JJ squaring to his target now. Understanding that you cannot make the shot if you don't square your shoulders to your target. Did a good job of getting the shot he wanted.
53-51, opening minute of play here in the second half. Jazz regaining that lead. Off the screen, Chris Paul.
Oh, he's deadly.
He's a 47% shooter from the floor this season, 53 apiece. Sessions trying to get to the rack. Tried also to get it to Samuels. Looked like the ball was deflected by, remember, the Hornets, but
it looked like it. Samarno didn't touch it, and it went through his legs, but the referee thought it did.
Ron Garrison had a good look at it. He says, New Orleans ball. As with 10 cough-ups so far. Hornets have done a great job protecting. Bellinelli and the cut crew got tangled up with Parker. 2-man game, Paul and Okafor. West passed up the shots. Pondexter hopping and missing. Rebound to Sessions, and a foul on Pondexter trying to get it back.
Yeah, he had a terrible first half, so you can tell his energy level is way up. He's a little too aggressive on that play.
Wonder what his Dad Roscoe would think about that foul. You know what his nickname was? He's a former prison guard. You know what his nickname was? Or is?
What was it?
Bone Crusher.
Oh, leave him alone.
Bone Crusher. Here comes Alonzo G. Headed blocked. Out of bounds. That's I'm sure with the inmates, if they're thinking about maybe getting out of jail and they say, is Bone Crusher working today?
Right.
No, I'll stay here and read a book. I'll be good.
I think I'll stay here for a while. Leave the Bone Crusher alone.
Pass to Sessions against Paul. Finding Hickson. Tough ball away.
Yeah, that's tough. That's not his shot there. He can catch it and stand still, but when he has to put it on the floor from that distance, he never shoots a good shot.
Like hit the moving target that you always talk about.
Because he leans too much.
West on the attack mode. Samardo Samuels right there with him, and he inhaled the rebound.
Good defense there, because that's West's shot. When he gets you going with that left hand to the basket, he usually makes that 9 times out of 10.
Lost to Hickson. Jab step.
See? No. No, JJ, you can't do all that, dancing around and making those shots. Stand still and shoot the ball.
Chris Paul to the hole, pinned to the glass by Samardo Samuels.
Get that big stuff out of here.
Here comes Sessions surveying, looking in for the big fella. Samardo inside.
Yes.
You know, he's like a battleship down there once he establishes his position. Isn't he right?
You can't get him out of there. I mean, the coaching staff, like I said, they've done a good job in bringing him along slowly during the first half of the season. Now they're turning him loose. Good block by the big fella inside. Now he's down under the basket. Rushes up through the arms, draws the foul, 2 shots.
How about SS-24? That works, right?
That'll be a good
battleship.
One. Yeah.
He's just so strong. Now free throwing.
We have to work on that.
Work in progress. As he comes up shy on that one. Tonight, State Farm agents of the game are Reed Allen of Avon and Sandy Lass of Strongsville. Go Mustangs. State Farm providing insurance and financial services like a good neighbor. State Farm is there. So missing twice. Hickson got a piece of it, but it's claimed by New Orleans.
They try to keep it alive.
Samuels at 62% from the line to start the ball game. 53 apiece. Big block is Okafor. JJ digs in. Okafor with straight block. Shot clock continues to tick. West knows it with the left hand, and he gets it to go. David West has 15 points.
Yeah, both of those guys are very tough. They can shoot with either side of their body down below around that basket. You just have to double down when they get it that low.
We continue to swap leads here. Samardo Samuel wisely gave it up. Parker was ready for 3.
Samardo doing a good job of keeping his head up to get AP in the corner, and it's deep in the queue.
Well, maybe early in the season he might have forced that shot, Samardo. 56-55, good guys by 1. Ball off that screen. JJ switched on him. Good close by Parker on Bellinelli. A nudge. Offensive foul, Marco Bellinelli.
Because he dropped that shoulder and you push. Even if you don't actually use it, by making that move where you dip that shoulder, you usually get that call to go against you. AP doing a good job of sliding the feet. Takes it between the numbers. Cavaliers get the possession.
So 6 turnovers for New Orleans tonight, and 3 of them have been charges. Similar to what, of course, the New York Knicks had to swallow the other night.
The Cavaliers are showing more defensive prowess now.
Sessions keeping that dribble alive, finding Samuels. Good catch. Looking back for Ramon, and a 3-second violation. So give it back to the Hornets.
3-second violation. Hornets ball.
A little more than 4 minutes into the second half. Glad you're with us here. Cavs will be hosting Golden State on Tuesday, then in Milwaukee on Wednesday. Both of those games, of course, right here on Fox Sports Ohio. Ball swing, Willie Green checks in. Green hops, a tough shot against his body, knocked out of there by Okafor, but the Cavs have it.
Cavaliers covered up all the driving lanes.
Sessions right down Euclid, and a foul.
That time, JJ did a good job of playing fullback that time to clear the way for Sessions to get through it. Sessions doing a good job of playing, taking what's in front of him. The ball goes up. Good rebound by Shimano inside, and it gets going. Now watch, you can see JJ with a push right there to open up everything. It goes inside. Opportunity for a three-point play. The Cavs are in the bonus.
As Lamont Sessions finished off the and one. He's got 7 now. 59-55, 7.5 in a ticking third quarter clock. Ball was strung out. So we got a foul. It'll be on Samardo.
Cavaliers on over 24.
So Samuels, with that personal foul, he'll second.
Staying active, though. I like to see the activity. The Cavaliers are playing physical defense. That's what you want in this league. You want people to feel you night in, night out.
First team foul on the Cavs in the quarter. Hornets already with 4. They're at the limit. Ball no. Rebound gathered in by Hickson.
Sessions will not let him have the driving lane.
Excuse me, I see JJ's got 7 of those now. G. Missed a 3 ball. Rebound to the Hornets. They're down 4 as they go back to work. Ball. The ability to take over games at a moment's notice. Missed it.
Like Superman.
He really is. In a smaller package.
Right.
Play for any coach in this NBA. He's so talented and well schooled. Although he's missed his last 3 shots. Ball really struggled before the Memphis game shooting the ball. JJ spin move with the left hand, no. Ball stolen though from Okafor. G hit the side of the backboard. And back on the Hornets.
Good effort.
Willie Green running the floor. Bellinelli sticks that 3 ball. Boy, can he shoot it, huh?
Yes, he can. Chris Paul knows when he's in his spot, he's really looking to get him that basketball.
And Bellinelli has 12. That's in the first half. Remember, he had 20 against the Cavs in the prior get-together down in Orleans. Sessions. Had to give it up. 5 in the shot clock. Paul switches out in Parker. Now Bellinelli picks him up. It didn't matter. Wow. Anthony Parker with 5 fingers in his mug still knocked it down.
That was great concentration there because the defender was right on his face.
61-58. Good block by Alonzo G on a close against Green. West with the left hand again.
Boy, he's tough.
Is he not? He's got 17, David West.
And that's the type of shot Samardo will develop because now you can use both sides of your body. All those shots are good in this league with big men.
1 point difference. Samardo gave up his dribble, finding Alonzo G. 5 on the shot clock. Now they trap. Samardo has to fire. Missed a 3 ball. Rebound to Bellinelli.
See, he should have cleared out. Instead of bringing his man into the play, let Alonzo take his man down there in the low post.
Chris Paul lost the basketball. Squirts out, though, into the hands of Okafor. Chris Paul is hurting, and they'll call a timeout as he's still in that lane.
He's just getting a rest. He's a veteran. He knows what he's doing. He's just taking a little rest now. He'll be up ready to go after the timeout.
Maybe he had the wind knocked out of him, perhaps.
Going down right here inside. Takes a good chop. Good hit to the chop, so it's a good chance to take a rest. Why not take a rest?
Maybe he'll fall asleep.
The Great Escape announces an unprecedented $1 million home show liquidation. Save thousands on floor model pools and hot tubs. Home show cash discounts on above ground pools. Like a family-sized pool, only $14.49 with free installation. Or get a guaranteed $500 minimum cash back on name brand hot tubs like Jacuzzi, Viking, Cal Spas, and more. These floor models won't last long. Free layaway but no rain checks. Only at the Great Escape.
Escape your everyday. Shop the Great Escape.
That's a fillet of fish, isn't it? With flaky fillet of white fish? Should I go for it?
Now buy a Filet-O-Fish extra value meal with fries and a soft drink. Get a second Filet-O-Fish sandwich for 59 cents. Just 59 cents. Oh, yes.
explore the world from home. Get high-speed internet from AT&T, just $14.95 a month for 12 months.
Well, the medical staffs of the Cavs and the Hornets still over Chris Paul, and it's more the midsection. You saw him kind of get hit up high, but wow, they're going to bring the
oh my goodness,
room.
That was much stronger than I thought it was. To me, it looked like he was just trying to get a rest here, but evidently when he turns right here and he gets popped right there, yes, it might be a concussion. It might be a concussion, yep, because he took the shoulder into his head.
And a collision with Sessions as the entire Hornets squad over there now to support Chris Paul. Obviously, we see these so many times in football. And obviously, the case is here to not moving.
I probably would say in my 10-year career, I probably had about 25 concussions, but, you know, it was not a big thing then. I mean, because, you know, you take bumps like that all the time back when it was a physical game. I mean, Wilt Chamberlain hit me one time, and I had to be a concussion the way I felt. But, you know, it was nothing said about it. You know, you run into the pick the wrong way, Wes Unseld, bang. See stars, it's a concussion, you know, but a lot of those things, you know, you just kind of let them go by. But something's wrong with him because evidently it hurt his neck because they got his head supported.
You see
my goodness.
Dr. Richard Parker to the right side of your screen, the Cavaliers team physician.
I hate to see that.
So we'll try to get an update from Jeff Phelps as soon as we can.
I hate to see that.
Kind of looked like an innocent collision at the time.
Right. It's therefore when his head, his shoulder, it's almost like a whiplash situation.
Assistant coach Michael Malone over to take a look at the replay here.
Watch Sessions' shoulder. Sessions' shoulder hits him right there, almost like a whiplash.
Yep. But in these cases, taking no chances as they strap him to the board. Cavs athletic trainer Max Benton there in the middle of your screen. And the team now in prayer.
And one time I got hit, and I thought I was playing the game we had just finished the day before. You know, I mean, it just, and then, you know, I snapped out of it about halftime, but man, I was foggy there for a long time. And all the players kind of, when this happens, everybody's feet squarely back down on the ground here. It puts you back into reality that this is a collision. You can have collisions out here without pads.
So Chris Paul secure as they'll take him off. And I'm sure some x-rays, not sure if they'll be here or whether they will take him to the Cleveland Clinic. We'll, again, Jeff Phelps will be on this and give you folks an update as soon as we can get one.
When he's healthy, the best point guard in the league.
You know, that sight, not to compare it, but it reminds me of Mike Utley with the Detroit Lions when you're at the Silverdome, when he never played again after that. And I'm not comparing the severity of the injuries, but it's always a frightening scene when you see any athlete strapped to a board like that, wheeled off to the locker room.
Yeah, that changes the whole perspective of the game, and the reality sets in real deep when that type of situation happens. Now, getting back to the game now, with their lead guard out, they run a whole different cadence now. The Cavaliers now have an opportunity, if they can play strong defense, to really get this game going in their favor.
That'll be a bit of a blow, of course, psyche-wise to these Hornets, as they're more concerned right now with their teammate than they are the ball game themselves. But life has to go on as this game continues. Bellinelli now with 14. New Orleans up 1.
And that's why you want to jump on them now while they are in a low spirit.
Darren Davis out there. Luke Herringody as well for Byron Scouts. Herringody close upon by Willie Green. He replaced Paul. Jared Jack out there as well. Davis on the spin out. Looked good when it left his hand. Back comes New Orleans. Under 4 minutes to go in this third quarter.
Everything is going to be run by the numbers now without Paul out there. So defensively, you have a chance to really do well if you can stop them from the low post situation.
West a step through and the bucket, and he is fouled. Got another one of those games going against the Cavs. He's got 19, looking for 20.
Right, and again, this is where you want to try and get this team under control here, but West is a formidable opponent in that low post. Step through, takes the hit, makes the basket.
Foul on Herringody. So David West has now had 8 straight 20-point or better games against the Cavaliers.
Yeah, he's tough.
20 right now.
One of the best power forwards in this league.
65, 61. Davis going to give up to J.J. Hickson.
Penetration. Dribble penetration from Baron Davis. And J.J. throws now. Hammer down.
65, 63. Under 3.5 left in the third. Lonzo G stayed attached to Willie Green. Hard trap on West. Ball swing to Willie Green. Short on the 3 try. And the Cavaliers come away with it. Here comes Baron Davis. Swinging it to Herringody out high. Rebound to New Orleans.
Yeah, he's got to get some air under that shot.
Down the floor to West in the block. To a cutting Willie Green. He was fouled. So Willie Green has 6. He'll look for 7.
Cavaliers foul on number 85, Baron Davis. His second personal, 13th foul.
Got a timeout on the floor.
Timeout, Cavaliers.
As Monty Williams and company looking to win 2 in a row. Cavaliers the same as well. As Baron Davis on the penetration and the fine for J.J. Hickson. 4-point game.
The winter is heating up on Fox Sports Ohio when the Cavaliers clash with the NBA's top teams and the Blue Jackets battle the best in the NHL.
Calvert drops it back, Rivermet.
Don't miss any of the action on your home of the Cavaliers and the Blue Jackets. Fox Sports Ohio.
Daniel Gibson, healthy 3.
The bottom. Daniel Gibson has continued.
Brought to you by Miller Lite. Triple hops brewed for that great Pilsner taste. Taste greatness.
Big egos.
Cut a hole in this hood and I'll cut your neck.
Big characters.
We'll take you on any day.
Big conflict.
Get out of my face!
Welcome to Hell's Garage. Car Warriors. All-stars versus small-town heroes in a 72-hour race to build the ultimate ride. And after Car Warriors, stay tuned for Car Science. It all begins Wednesday night at 9 Eastern, only on Speed.
At this year's auto show, engineering excellence was front and center, like the innovative 32 mpg highway terrain, the 8-passenger versatility of Acadia, and the category-leading V8 fuel economy of Sierra. GMC has brought the auto show to the showroom. Now you can take it home.
Now get 1,000 auto show bonus cash when you purchase a 2011 GMC Sierra. See your Northern Ohio GMC dealer.
Our Kia profile here tonight is the man to my right, the great Austin Carr. Of course, taken #1 in the NBA draft overall. Holds that single-game NCAA tournament mark that I don't think anybody, I hope nobody passes that. Back in March 7th, 1970, so almost 41 years to the day. And here's some of that. Where's the color? Don't adjust your sets, but look at AC. And for you younger fans, enjoy, because I remember this vividly. The ability to score all over the floor. Does that give you chills still looking at that?
Yeah, it does. That's when I had some hair.
Well, you certainly had the shot and the ability to cut off the basketball. This, of course, was at Dayton against OU. And the 61 points, and of course, as the fans may or may not know, you're still the greatest scorer in March Madness history at the 41 points a game. Come on, 41 a game?
That was our time of year because we were independent.
Herringody sending it, missing. Rebound dislodged by J.J. Hickson.
The Cavaliers want to stay close to this team now. Again, you want to put pressure on them to have to execute. You don't want to let them get too far ahead so they can relax. You want to keep the pressure on them.
So it's a 4-point game as Lawrence goes to work. Oh, offensive foul drawn by Anthony Parker.
Does a good job of being a menace to the offensive player coming off the pitch.
Bellinelli picked up the whistle, his third foul. Let's get to Jeff Phelps and get an update on Chris Paul.
He was taken right outside and changed to another stretcher, guys, and put into an ambulance. He'll be taken to the hospital for evaluation. Anita Scott, Byron's wife, was out there with Chris Paul. She is a very close friend of Chris's mom. But what looked like some good news, Chris was talking to everybody. He was moving his hands, moving his legs, and he is on the way to the hospital for further evaluation.
Precautionary measures, good move by the league.
And I'm sure Chris Paul and the thoughts of Byron Scott, even though he's trying to win a ball game here tonight, because they are indeed close. Chris has said that he views Byron Scott like a father. As a travel violation, giving it back to the Cavaliers.
We've seen that call the last 4 or 5 years here. We've seen the referees make that call against the Cavaliers and a certain player. That time he gets the hippity-hop called against him.
4-point game. Under 2 minutes to go here in the third quarter.
All right, now the Cavaliers have had 2 times down the floor, and they come up dry. They have to get something in this possession.
Davis kicks it to G. Sends a 3-ball. Rebound punched out of there by Bellinelli.
They're getting good shots. Got to knock them down.
Cavs now down to 42% shooting. Jarrett Jack measures. Missed it. Rebound to Davis. Trying to push the tempo. Cavs only with 7 fast break points here tonight. So New Orleans has done a nice job in that department. Lonzo G and given it by Green.
He's holding the ball too long. Give it back to Davis. Let Davis bring it to him.
And then Willie Green finished it on a coast-to-coast job.
All you have to do is give it back to Davis. Davis will give it back to you. You didn't have to do all that. That's too much work. The ball stops that way.
69-63. Davis gives it up to Parker. Measures. Missed the 3-ball. Here comes Bellinelli. He'll hold it up.
So there's a little bit of a scoring drought here into the quarter.
Ireland's one of the better teams defensively in the NBA. Third best, his fewest points allowed. They're showing some of that moxie here in the third quarter. Here comes West. On the attack mode, the pump fake. And he rolled it home with that soft touch of his.
Good offensive player. Boy, he puts that ball up there with a feathery touch.
He's got so many ways to beat you. Post-up game, face-up game, drive to the hole. Either hand. Davis behind his back, had it knocked away by Jarrett Jack.
Yeah, they're getting a little bit too much individualism going on now, instead of moving the ball like they had been doing early in the game.
6 straight points reeled off by the visitors. They'll try to take the final shot of the quarter. Here comes Jack. Weaves his way inside. No. Yes, from Okafor.
Collapse. Defensive collapse. Penetration.
Baron Davis fires. At the horn! Knocked it down from 40 feet!
Oh! BD! Knocks it down. Saves the Cavaliers. A lot of headaches here at the end of the quarter.
The Hornets kind of fell asleep. I don't think they figured he'd waltz across the timeline in time.
He saw he had time. He took his time. He laid it up there nicely. And it's too deep in the queue. Yes. Nice follow through there. Woo, it's good.
Baron Davis.
They needed that. They needed that big time.
Sure did, because the Cavaliers had hit a lull. We'll head to the fourth quarter now. Cavaliers trailing here by 7. Let's move it towards a healthier you. Get the mobile app today and let's move it.
If you've ever had an impulse, a whim, or a spontaneous thought, your vehicle is here. The all-new, redesigned BMW X3. A bolder, more elegant feel inside and out, enhanced performance handling, and better MPG than its Lexus and Mercedes rivals. There's no impulse you can't follow. Hurry in and drive the all-new redesigned X3 today and feel the X3 difference.
What's Conrad's Price Plus? The lowest tire price guaranteed every day out the door. The lowest price plus free rotations for life, plus free wheel alignment inspection and 30-day test drive guarantee. That's Price Plus. The lowest everyday price plus all the things that add up to real value. The lowest price plus rebates up to $160 on select sets of 4 Goodyear tires with your Goodyear credit card. for price plus everything you want.
Out here, this is rush hour. This would be the morning commute. And this is our guarantee.
Because where you come from matters.
We have local barley, fresh water. Heck, our honey comes from the next county over. I'm Jake. I'm John. And we're Line and Google. So join us. You're going to like it out here.
Did you know that the Kia Sorento has class-leading V6 horsepower? Did you know the Sorento is a top safety pick? Did you know it comes with advanced technology? And do you know which competitor offers all of this, plus third-row seating? The CR-V or the Equinox? Answer is neither. The Kia Sorento. The more you know, the better it gets. And right now, get $500 Auto Show bonus cash.
7-point game as we begin the fourth and final quarter here at the Q. Landry starts the fourth quarter. 4-1. Semi Urden out there for the Cavs. Landry faces a tool. Another version of David West there. He's got 4.
Right, that was a good move to pick him up because now they stay physical around the basket. Cavaliers have to match the physicality in this quarter.
They got him for Marcus Thornton in that trade deadline deal with the Kings. Baron Davis, the step back. Mr. Shots. Davis is out there with Sessions, Ienga, Herringody, and Urden. So, of course, Baron Davis and Ramon Sessions playing crunch time minutes together on the floor in the fourth quarter at New York. Got a Cavalier foul. Semi Urden picked up the foul.
The Cavaliers are not letting him run around freely. They're playing physical. They're in your face. I mean, it's a different feeling out here with this team now. They are in your face.
Willie Green out there in the backcourt with Jared Jack as he goes to work. He drew the foul with the contact from Urden.
Well, it happened out front with the pick and roll. He got inside, but at least Urden did a good job of attacking him at the point of at the basket instead of letting him just have the layup. He tried to defend the shot, gets him to the line for 2.
Jack hits the first of 2. He's always been a very good free thrower in his NBA career, 83% plus. Hey, Tuesday is Anderson Varejao bobblehead night presented by Discount Drug Mart. Tip-off between the Cavs and Warriors set for 7 p.m. For tickets, call 800-820-CAVS. Go to any Northern Ohio Discount Drug Mart or visit Cavs.com.
Cavs need some scoring on possessions now. They want to lose connection with this team.
Sessions to the hole. Tapped up by Urden with the left and the right. Missed both of them. Remises as he heads down the floor that one of those shots didn't go down. 11 points now is the biggest lead for either team.
Right, you don't want to lose contact, so the defense has to step up now.
Urden will try his hand with West. Step back by West. And a whistle drawn by the former Xavier star.
Cavaliers foul number 85, Baron Davis.
So Baron Davis picked up the foul.
13th foul.
All right, now the Cavaliers going to have to cut some of this fouling out in the quarter, early in the quarter now, because it's a long fourth quarter. You don't want to give them opportunities every time down the floor by getting in foul trouble early.
As West rattles it out. Hey, Cavs fans, it's time to put a DiGiorno pizza in the oven. The official pizza of the Cavaliers in Quicken Loans Arena, available in your grocer's freezer. West has drawn 5 different fouls here tonight.
Well, it's very crafty with his head fakes and using both sides of his body. He knows how to play the game.
The former college player of the year, of course. One of those 4-year guys. 78-66. So it's now up to 12. Urden was fronted in the post momentarily by West.
Cavaliers need a 6 or 7 point run here.
Sessions out high. They've done a good job defending him tonight. Ienga, no, too cold.
They've gone cold now. 1 shot and out.
Cavs have missed their first 5 shots of this fourth quarter. Jared Jack jumps. He looked like Chris Paul there in that pick and roll with West. And a timeout for the Cavaliers as the lead now swells to 14.
see, that's something that's been plaguing them all season. They go through these lack of offense, either turnover, can't make the shot, 4 or 5 times down the floor. Next thing you know, you're down double digits. They have to learn how to score some baskets on a consistent basis.
All right, we come back. We'll hear from Austin Carr, but circa 1971. We'll see how he handles interviews. We'll be back in a moment.
Now everyone can explore the world from home. Get high-speed internet from AT&T, just $14.95 a month for 12 months.
Can I get a light beer?
More taste or less taste?
Less is good for me.
Yeah, less would be good for you. Try spending less time in the tanning booth and I'll give you a Miller Lite.
Actually, this is, it's bronzer.
That's so much worse.
Man up and choose a light beer with more taste. Grab a triple hops brewed Miller Lite with that great Pilsner taste.
I should have gotten a Miller Lite.
Yeah, you really got burned.
It's bronzer.
There is nothing like the excitement of the Cleveland Auto Show. Every car there to compare side by side. And that is where Toyota shines. The proof is in the car.
And Toyota is the most fuel-efficient full-line manufacturer, including Camry. Lease this 2011 Camry now for just $199 a month. This 2010 Prius for just $229 a month. Or this 2011 RAV4 for $229 a month. But only for a limited time.
Prove it to yourself. Ask someone you know who drives one.
Cavaliers trailing by 14. Let's go back to AC. Back in March 7th of 1970, he was asked when he realized he had hit 61 points.
I guess it was the last time out, and they told me I had 50, and I didn't know what the record was. You know? It just
we didn't either, but we checked and found out in a hurry.
The demure Austin Carr, almost to the point of nervousness.
Yes. Well, I really, you know, I had just finished the game, and, you know, I was feeling pretty good. Cavaliers get an important basket there by Sessions. But, you know, it was just, I was a little camera shy then.
So scoring 61 was easier than doing a post-game interview on national TV.
Right.
80-68. Bellinelli couldn't control it. Cavaliers get it back. Quickly up the floor. Here comes Sessions trying to catch the napping. But Aaron Gray nudged him.
And this is what they needed. Some scores, some stops, and some scores.
Marno Samuels back out there. Battling Landry. Semi Urden invited to take the shot. Sessions off the loose ball. Sends it. Nope. He's 3 for 10 shooting so far here tonight. Step out by Urden. On the block, Landry pried loose, and Samarno Samuels has it.
Good. Cavaliers need stops. Now they have to start scoring on this end of the floor.
Aaron Davis knows it as he goes to work. Trying to use his strength, the ball back, rolls off. Sessions got a piece of it, but it belongs to New Orleans.
And you're right. You can see Davis understands what's going on out there on the floor, that the Cavaliers need to score on this end of the floor and may be pushing it just a little bit too much.
12-point game. Garrett Jack fires a shot as Landry went down. Got a foul on Baron Davis, trying to fight through that screen.
And you see right there trying to get through it, and he just kind of bows through the pick there, gets the call against him.
So the 4th foul on Baron Davis. And the Hornets now will enjoy the bonus the rest of the way. Bellinelli on the run. Missed it, rebound off the hand of Gray to Bellinelli.
Boy, the ball is bouncing their way.
82-68. Trying to win one for their fallen comrade, Chris Paul.
Well, it seems like after the accident that Paul had, they came out with more energy than the Cavs.
Sessions leans, and we'll go to the free throw line for a couple. I mean, as a former player, when that happens, does it, you know, fire you up even more? Because obviously part of you, you're thinking about Chris Paul, worried about him, but at the same time, maybe wanting to win for him.
Right. And it looks like it went to New Orleans' favor instead of the Cavaliers' favor as far as wanting to take advantage of his absence.
Sessions drains the first. They carry the flag tomorrow when Rick Nash and the Blue Jackets collide with Central Division rival St. Louis in a key divisional matchup. Tomorrow night at 9 on Fox Sports Ohio as the Jackets 7 points from the 8th and final playoff spot in the West as we speak. Ramon settles for a split of the pair. He's got 10. Cavs in a 13-point hole here. Still with plenty of time left.
Yeah, but they have to start making shots on the other end now. Defensively, they're not doing a bad job. It's offensively where they're having the tough time. Now, New Orleans is, the Hornets are starting to get themselves together now as far as scoring in the 15-foot range.
Landry's got 6. Sessions with that pump fake drew the foul. He'll get to the free throw line.
Ramon doing a good job of getting inside. Nice pump fake. Got him a bird. Goes to the line. 2 shots.
Ramon Sessions with 2 shots.
So Willie Green picked up that whistle. His 3rd foul. And Ramon makes the first. Hey, next Sunday will be Kids Day when the Cavaliers face the Thunder with Kevin Durant and company. At 1 p.m., all fans get a Daniel Boobie Gibson growth chart presented by Discount Drug Marts. Kids can shoot free throws after the game thanks to KeyBank. For tickets, call 800-820-CAVS. Go to any Northern Ohio Discount Drug Mart or visit Cavs.com. As, of course, the Thunder, one of the upper echelon teams in the West, trying to hang on to a home court advantage in the first round of the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, giving up Green, I thought would hurt them. But they have so much firepower. They still have that going for them.
Now Kendrick Perkins on board. Here comes Jared Jackson.
Good hand.
Lost the basketball. Landry with hustle to get a timeout. Alert play by Carl Landry.
Well, the Cavaliers are a little too anxious to get to the other end of the floor that time. You have to have possession before you can take off with it.
So timeout on the floor. 6:53 left to play in the 4th quarter. Can the Cavaliers come back? We'll find out.
With every great TV show comes a great theme song, something you hum along to. MASH, Seinfeld, Oprah, Third Rock from the Sun.
Hello, Danny, my young friend. It's time to start the show again.
Dan and the Danettes won't desert you. Never gonna miss, never gonna miss.
That's a lot of talent in one room.
Yeah!
I think I made the right choice.
Patrick!
Tonight on the Final Score presented by Burger King. The Heat look to change their losing ways when they take on another of the NBA's elite MVP candidate, Derrick Rose and the Bulls. Plus, it's another huge battle out west when Kobe and the Lakers head into San Antonio to face Tim Duncan and the Spurs. And from Sin City, the boys of NASCAR hit the track for the Cobalt Tools 400. For all the day's highlights, in 30 minutes, it's the Final Score.
Hey, this is Mike Rowe, and my buddies, you know, the local Ford dealers, asked me to remind you that the Cleveland Auto Show is going on right now, and if you're not there, this is what you're missing.
The Ford Fiesta, it's a great car. It's small, great economy.
The edge looks like it has a lot of room. Got 2 small boys. There's so much more going on with Ford compared to the other vehicles.
I've been a GM girl my whole life, so I'm going to switch to Ford.
Get a Focus with 0% financing for 60 months or $3,000 cash back.
That's American pride right there. It's Ford.
Panini, home of the famous overstuffed sandwich.
Cavaliers basketball on Fox Sports Ohio is brought to you by Budweiser. Great times are waiting. Grab some buds. And by Sonic, America's drive-in. Game summary so far. David West has been steady as she goes. Chris Paul leaving with the neck injury in the 3rd quarter. Still awaiting an update after his x-rays. Jeff Phelps will give us any more new information we might get as Sessions again continues to attack. But Jeff, again, in case you tuned in late, said Chris Paul was able to move his extremity. And that's the best news so far. So Sessions at the stripe for a couple here.
That was a quick attack by the Cavaliers. They got a nice turnover there. Baron Davis did a good defensive job. They turned it into 2 foul shots.
Free throws 9 and 10 for Sessions. Makes the first. Okafor checks back in. So does West. Landry sits down. Don't forget to text your comments on tonight's game to 37664. Then tune into Cavaliers Live postgame to see your thoughts. As Sessions makes a pair. Cavs inch a little closer now with an 11. Sessions with 14. We're on. Out on Jared Jack. Carrying the load down the stretch for Paul. Afterthought Jay for West. No.
Cavaliers get a stop. Need a score. Got to start chipping away at this lead now.
Baron Davis awaiting that screen from Hickson. Dropped it off to him. J.J. Walters inside with the left hand. Cavs continue to get to the free throw line.
And that's a good sign. When you use that pick and roll properly, you can get inside and get good shots. J.J. goes to the line for 2 shots. Solid pick and roll inside by J.J. and Davis. J.J. doing a good job of avoiding the contact and drawing the foul.
Third foul assessed to West. And J.J. comes up flat on the first one. And the next Cavaliers Big Family Night is set for Tuesday when the Cavs face Baron Davis' old team, the Warriors. Get 4 Cavs tickets, 4 McDonald's value meals for as little as $80. For tickets and a complete schedule of McFamily Nights, visit Cavs.com/McFamily.
All right, 10-point lead with about 6 minutes left, almost the way the Knicks game.
Yeah, remember they were down 12 in the fourth quarter. Down 10 with under 5 to go in that one.
And their defense really stepped up there. See if they can bring the defense tonight.
Bellinelli on the kickouts. Got a Cavalier foul.
See, they're in the bonus now, so as long as they stay active in moving to the basket and staying in moving bodies, they're going to make it tough on the Cavaliers to get a good defensive run on them.
Bellinelli, a 77%er, hitting the first.
That's why it's so important. The first 4 minutes of every quarter, you attack that basket, make the team foul you, get as many fouls as you can in that first 4 minutes.
And Bellinelli a pair. 86-74. Now inside. 6 minutes to go in this one. Savaro Samuels back out there. Backside to Davis. Buffon Parker. Sessions did. Offensive foul on Anthony.
Yeah, that time he really made it obvious what he was trying to do that time. And he actually almost threw his shoulder right at Bellinelli. You see it right there. Oh, yeah, that was obvious there.
Giving him the shove. 5.5 to go. Samardo Samuels fronted West momentarily. Now the hard trap. West. Nowhere to go there. 5 on the shot clock. Bellinelli. Good D here by the Cavs. Bellinelli missed a shot. Rebound. Swooping in is J.J. Hickson.
Time to start executing on the offensive end of the floor now. You get 2 or 3 execution situations where you score baskets. Now you tighten the noose on them. You have to start scoring on the offensive end.
A foul David West did not want to commit. Not only is scored, but it sends the Cavs to the free throw line. Stopping the clock. 5:10 left. First-year head coach Monty Williams, former first-round draft pick of the Knicks. He was let go by Greg Popovich as a player. And Monty says, "How come you're letting me go?" And he says, "Because you can't shoot." But at that moment, Pop knew that this guy had the wherewithal to become a coach in the NBA.
But that had to be a rude awakening for a coach to tell you that.
And Monty said, okay then. And then his coaching career began. 86-76. Most recently, of course, with Nate McMillan and that Portland staff. Jarrett Jack, very much under control, knocked that down.
Yeah, and that is what's really starting to be a hindrance for the Cavaliers to take this ball game and get it back under control. They got to start playing better defense on the perimeter.
Davis had it swiped by West. Willie Green running with Jack against Sessions. Jack to the hole. Now the Cavs really in trouble.
Cavaliers.
So Jarrett Jack with 3 field goals in this fourth quarter. A valuable pickup for them at the beginning of the season. Jarrett Jack will be back. Cavaliers now have a lot of work to do. Down 14, 4.5 left.
You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you get with this, because this is where it's at. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. You can get with this, or you can get with that. I think you get with this, because this is where it's at. Where it's at. Where it's at. Where it's at. Come on. Do, da, dippity. Come on.
Come on, everybody, and get a little round. We got a new sound that we putting down. It's not the monkey and it's not the jerk. This is a dance that'll make you work. It's all a what? One more people to do the what?
Axe shower gel with new improved fragrances. The cleaner you are, the dirtier you get.
That's a fillet of fish, isn't it? With flaky fillet of whitefish? Should I go for it?
Now buy a filet of fish extra value meal with fries and a soft drink. Get a second filet of fish sandwich for 59 cents. Just 59 cents. Oh, yes.
Time for Miller Lite Taste Greatness moments. And it's got to be the second quarter closer by Baron Davis. As he got nothing but the bottom from inside that timeline on the run.
Yeah, he did a great job of taking his time once he saw he had a couple seconds to release the shot and knock it down.
So since Chris Paul left the ball game with the neck injury, the Hornets have outscored the Cavs 30-15. Wow. Cavs have only gone 3 out of 20 shooting since that point. And meanwhile, New Orleans 12 of 19. Showing depth. The Hornets and why they're 36 and 28 coming in. Parker measures. Missed a 3-ball. Rebound, Okafor. Hornets have been able to play pretty much at their pace all night long.
That's right. The Cavaliers only have 9 fast break points. That's about 8 behind where they should be.
West delivers on a block to Okafor. Missed it. Cavs now trying to come back here, but time is of the essence.
And I think as they develop and understand what's happening to them out there.
And a traveling violation on Samardo Samuels, who dragged that pivot foot.
They will understand that they cannot let teams make them play their style. They have to play their style and not fall into the trap of playing a slow game like this one and try to beat them at a half-court game. You can't do that. You play your style. You push this team to the limit. You cannot let them relax and play you like they're doing the Cavs tonight.
Hornets have had some very good wins this year, twice beating San Antonio, they beat Boston, Dallas, Miami, Orlando twice. As Jarrett Jack knocks down another. He's been huge for them. So give Jack now 10 points. Remember, came over from Toronto at the beginning of the season, right after the Cavaliers had faced them in the Peja Stojakovic deal with Jared Bayless. Rebound, Samuels to the deck. And on the baseline, so give it back to New Orleans. In addition to those wins, they've also had some curious losses, the Hornets have. They've been beat by Minnesota, Sacramento, New Jersey, Golden State, and Toronto. But still in a playoff position right now, number 7 in the West at the start of tonight's play. Four-step switch. JJ picked him up. 5 on the shot clock. Jack had it poked away by Hickson. JJ with a foul he just didn't want to commit. The clock was his ally.
Yeah, it was, and he got a little too anxious there trying to get the steal.
As a result, it will send Jarrett Jack to the free throw line. Jack had nowhere to go. So Jack himself has outscored the Cavaliers in this quarter 11-10.
Wow. And that's what they have to eliminate next season, is those long droughts of no scoring. Now you're not going to be able to do it on a night. You know, some nights you just can't score, but you can't make a habit of those little 5-minute scoring droughts.
Parker missed it. Rebound gathered in by New Orleans.
So that's the only difference in the ball game. The Cavaliers went cold at the wrong time.
Now the Hornets will work that clock. Taking the air out of the basketball. Green, a floater goes. Willie Green with 10. A nice bench rotation they've got with Green, Jack, and Landry coming off the bench. Tonight here, they combined for 30 points, those three. Baron Davis front ironed. Now in complete control of the Hornets by 20.
They're turning this game around real quick.
That was only a 7-point game. 73-66 to start the fourth. Stay tuned for Cavaliers Live. Coming up following the ball game. As Green misses. Ron Sessions was grabbed and a foul. As they'll make him earn it at the free throw line. Our TMC player of the game, David West, as I mentioned earlier, just rolling against the Cavs. 8 straight at 20 or more, including 34 in the meeting between these two clubs in November. Typical night for him, just very steady, precision-like, nothing rushed.
Exactly, he just took his time. He always got nice low post position, and when he got his position, he took advantage of it and really led this team to victory, especially with Paul being out.
Remember when he was a rookie, he only averaged 4 points a game, and folks wondered if he would be able to have the athleticism to play in this league. Then the next year, he missed 51 games with a knee injury and only averaged 6 points a game. But that year 3 was really a breakout season for him under Byron Scott. Well, he averaged 17 a game, and he's been a terrific player since. J.J. Hickson, meanwhile, was fouled. A tough one to swallow after the emotional victory over the Knicks on Friday night.
Yeah, you're right. This is a tough situation for them to have to deal with after they felt that they were on the move. And it's just been that type of year. They've not been able to take 2 steps forward at any one time in the season, except for the beginning of the season. And they won 3 in a row, but everything's been a step forward, step back, step forward, step back.
It was back in the first week of November, of course, when they swept that Eastern road trip. That included win over the New Jersey Nets. The last road win until they won at New York the other night. Minute and a half left in a 96-79 affair. On Dexter. Getting the racket was by Samarno Samuel.
Samarno is doing a good job of blocking. That's the second time in 3 possessions he's blocked the shot there.
And a 24-second violation.
Poindexter coming down the lane, and Samarno says, "Not in my house. Get that weak stuff out of here."
He paddled that one, didn't he? 1:10 left. As the Cavs with 9 rejections this evening. But New Orleans steady shooting the ball 53% as JJ missed the roller. Cavs meanwhile at 36%.
Yeah, they're just going down. And really, you have to give the Hornets credit. Their defense is allowing 1 shot and out. And if you don't make that 1 shot, they come down and score themselves. That was about 6 or 7 possessions. That puts you down 14. Now you're down 20.
Jarrett Jack fires and misses. Well, there's no question that assistant coach Michael Malone, of course, who is here with Mike Brown, has brought some of the defensive philosophy to the New Orleans system from Cleveland. We saw it in that first meeting and seeing it here tonight. Hickson baselining and getting to the hole. So it'll give JJ 15 points. A double-double for him at least to go with his 10 rebounds. But the New Orleans Hornets will dribble out the clock as they will finish out their road trip with a 2-2 record. And win this ball game here tonight at the Q, 96-81, as they await an update from the hospital on Chris Paul, whether or not he'll be held for observation or be able to rejoin his teammates. We may not know that for a little while. As Michael Malone exchanging pleasantries with a man that he went to battle with for the last couple of years, Chris Gents on the Cavaliers side, with a win here tonight for the Hornets, as Jarrett Jack was huge for them in the fourth quarter here tonight, as he wound up with a dozen points, and the Hornets win this one going away. We'll be back to get AC's thoughts on this one, as the Cavaliers, with that loss, fall to 12-50. We'll return in a moment.